So Gavin Newsom in California, and this is why this is a problem, because some of you may be saying, well, why do we care what Gavin Newsom in California is doing? I live in Florida. Because folks, having lived in a blue state, Joe lives in one now in Maryland. What happens is when liberals think of something insane, like we're going to do this medical muzzle bill, which is what this segment on Tucker was about. I'm going to play it for you in a second. It's about muzzling scientists and doctors who dare to speak out about the science about COVID. Remember, you're only allowed to say great things about the vaccine and mask, even if the science says not great things. So what they figure now is if they can't stop you with the fact checkers who've totally failed, the fact checkers, people laugh at them now. They think they're idiots. Nobody pays attention to them, right? They figure if they can't stop the fact checkers from self-owning and they can't stop people from actively talking about the real science behind COVID, they're just going to pass a law that'll rip people's medical licenses from them and destroy doctors and scientists' careers who dare to speak the truth about COVID. They are desperately trying to take the beach ball and put it underwater. Here was Tucker's show on this last night about this medical muzzle bill out of California, probably the single greatest threat to science we've seen in the United States. And I promise you, California, Maryland, New York, Illinois, these are trial balloon states, test tube states that test these crazy things. And if this is allowed to pass in California, there's only a matter of time before it spreads to your state. Check this out.
Politicians in California were just caught colluding with Twitter to censor political critics. But instead of stopping the illegal, unconstitutional, totally immoral censorship, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill that will punish doctors for the crime of disagreeing with Gavin Newsom. Right. Because remember, it's supposed to be between you and your doctor, but now Gavin Newsom, who's not a doctor, who's like a moron, is somehow telling your doctor what to think? Yeah. Under this new law, doctors can no longer spread, quote, false or misleading information regarding the nature and risks of the virus. That would be coronavirus, its prevention and treatment, and the development, safety, and effectiveness of COVID-19 vaccines. In other words, you're not allowed to criticize Pfizer. It's now a crime in California. Ooh, shareholders of Pfizer, anyone? Probably.
You see the power? Left calls it big pharma. No, they're right. You see the power they have? Now, why would the left, which over the years has used big pharma as a whipping boy, right? Big pharma driving up prices. And the irony is most of what they say about big pharma is false. Research and development costs a lot of money. So while the left says, well, this drug is ridiculously priced at $10,000 a month, what they don't tell you, the left, ever, is that the billions of dollars of R&D went into developing the drugs and the technology beforehand. It's like you spending your entire life, Joe, and your entire life savings, millions of dollars on inventing a new battery for a motorcycle. It gets in a car, the battery's $5,000, and then the people complaining about the price who never invented the product themselves. That's the irony of the left's approach to big pharma. But when big pharma is actively involved in the production of a vaccine that may have issues, all of a sudden, because that vaccine fits into a big government mandate ideology, like, yes, if we can get them to take this vaccine and stick it in their bodies, we can get them to believe anything, that we're in charge of everything, including their bodies. All of a sudden, they're big pharma fans. It reminds me of that David Horowitz book, Unholy Alliance. How, again, the left are anti-communists. We're anti-communists. We hate collectivism and totalitarianism. That's us. They hate us. So they're the anti-communists. They need to get rid of us before they can implement their top-down authoritarian system. You understand that? So whatever we're for, body sovereignty, you shouldn't force me to take a vaccine I want to take. They're against it. Do you get that? Whether the vaccine works or not to them, or whether the vaccine could potentially kill you or lead to some heart inflammation or whatever, they don't care. They don't care at all. Not even a little bit. Please understand that. You need to be swiped to the side. Swipe right. Get out. You are the anti-communist. They're the anti-communist. They will partner up with anybody. Islamo-fascists, big pharma, anyone, if they believe it'll help get rid of you. They don't care. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my Clips channel at rumble.com/BonginoClips.